YouTube. This is Vargas, recording back again from the Vargas Vault. And today I wanted to do a hopefully quick movie pickup video. I've been able to pick up some stuff lately. Believe me, while it does seem a lot, it's nothing compared to what I used to buy. So hopefully I'll be able to share all this goodness without going too long, because I am trying to make them shorter. Even though, personally, I do like long videos, especially pickup videos. I could just, watch them when I have free time. And if I don't have free time, if I have to wash the dishes or clean around the house, I can just let them play and I'll listen to them as I'm doing my thing. So, it depends on what you like. I personally like long videos, but I know not a lot of people have that free time. So yeah, let's get started with videos. Well, with a video about movies. I apologize beforehand if I do talk about each movie a lot, because if you watch my channel or if you're new to my channel, I like collecting movies and I like talking about movies because movies are fun. So first off, bought this at Walmart. Walmart has a bunch of animated movies for $5. The slipcase is different from the original release. The original release was yellow. This is red with Valentine's Day things. And they have this kind of thing with a lot of movies, but I did not have this movie. And that's the Peanuts movie. I didn't get a chance to see this in the theater, unfortunately. But I was really, really looking forward to this one because, as a lot of people from my generation, and hopefully from generations afterwards, I grew up watching the Charlie Brown cartoons. I remember very vividly the TV show that they would pass each week. And of course, I remember the specials that they would pass on Halloween. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. It's Christmas Charlie Brown. And, I love those cartoons. I actually set out to buy those cartoons. And I think I'm only missing the Great Pumpkin. But I have a Christmas one, and I have a few ones here and there. This was, of course, an update on that with new animation, but it's, of course, 3D because everything is in 3D. We can't have 2D movies anymore. But it looks pretty cool. I saw the trailer, and I was super hyped to see it. And now I was finally able to get it. But personally, I love the Peanuts characters. Even Lucy, she gets on my nerves sometimes because she's cruel to Charlie Brown, but she gets her comeuppance somewhere down the line, and love the characters. Just really, really cool. Super looking forward to watching this with my daughter. Also at Walmart for $5, I picked up Pixels. I would have preferred to buy the Blu-ray because of the special features. The Blu-ray has more special features, but Walmart doesn't have the Blu-ray anymore. That's something really weird about Walmart. They when a new movie comes out, they have the Blu-ray, but then they get rid of that and only stock DVDs, which is really, really weird. As opposed to Target, but I didn't go to Target, and I haven't seen Pixels at Target, but went to see this at the theater, and I know Adam Sandler. The quality of Adam Sandler movies has dropped significantly. He started really good, and even then, he got into a lot of people's nerves. Early Adam Sandler was love-hate. A lot of people didn't like Adam Sandler, but a lot of his movies were funny to me. So yeah. But as his career has gone on, he has had a lot of misses. Best example, and it's an example a lot of people give out, but it's there. It's Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill is a horrible, horrible movie. But yeah, this one, however, I went to see it. It does rip off that Futurama episode. But I went to see it, and I like the special effects of the arcade characters. I like the way they brought out Pac-Man, they brought out Qbert, Tetris, Asteroids, Space Invader. All that stuff. Donkey Kong, visually it's really cool. I really, really liked it. And while Adam Sandler does fall into the character like he's a jackass, that he's the only one that can save the world, You know, I enjoyed the movie nonetheless. I thought it was pretty cool. Yes, as a video gamer, it does have some things that don't make a lick of sense. Like, Peter Dinklage character, he cheated at Donkey Kong with a cheat code, and you can't cheat like that. So it does have some story things that they do take some liberties from, but it was still a lot of fun. I liked it, and again, it was pretty cool. I liked this one a lot, and it also had some self reference for when Cubert turns into something and then something happens. Well, you probably already seen it. Cubert turns into a female character because this guy was bummed out that she had died. So Cubert transforms into her, and then it sounds like, are we just gonna ignore that? That thing's Cubert, but now he's a woman. And at the end, they make fun of that again because Cubert had, Cubert transformed, married this guy, and then they had babies, but they are baby Cubert, so it's kind of weird. But it's I liked it, but it is the last Adam Sandler movie that I liked. Now, picked up a couple of Steven Seagal movies. I've been trying to build a Steven Seagal collection, but it's really hard because he's like in a jillion movies. And none of his much like Adam Sandler, later Steven Seagal is not that good. You can see he just stopped caring about making movies because he's out of shape, for one. He's out of shape. He stars there, but then he's only in a certain scenes, and then he's from behind, and he has this guy dubbing over him, so it's not him there or him talking. So yeah, it's not very good. But early Steven Seagal was really cool. I like early Steven Seagal, and this is his first movie, Above the Law. This is his first movie. He stars as what was his name in this? Nico Toscani, and it has a Sharon Stone here too. And this is pretty cool. I really like this movie. I also have the another one that he did, Hard to Kill. And this one, he's Mason Storm. So yeah, and the thing about Steven Seagal is back in the day, he actually had some martial arts knowledge, and you could see that on screen. He would kind of like QCQ, like in Metal Gear. He'd be like and disarm people, and he would kick ass. He honestly did. So I like Hard to Kill, and he also has Above the Law. I don't own Above the Law, unfortunately. That's one of his that I want to get. But my favorite one of his is Under Siege. I've watched, out of all the Steven Seagal movies that he has made, I think I've seen Under Siege the most. Because I really, really like Under Siege, especially because of that cake scene. If you've never seen Under Siege, watch it, and you'll see a big-ass cake and something else big that comes out of that cake. And it is amazing. It's only like half a minute long, but so good. So that elevates the thing, and I like the characters. I like the actors that are under this. So Under Siege is my favorite Steven Seagal movie. And he had a sequel, which it wasn't as good, but this is Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. So it's basically him. And if you really think about it, these kind of movies rip off Die Hard. It's Die Hard on a train. But it's pretty good, and I don't know if it's her first one, but it has a very young Katherine Heigl in it, and I really like Katherine Heigl, so yeah, she stars in this. But it's Steven Seagal on a train. Fire train. Really good. Not as good as Under Siege 1, but still okay. But yeah, after that, the quality of his movies kind of went downhill. I don't remember the name of one, but but I saw it and I was like, this is kind of crappy. But he's like this guy that is living in Canada or Antarctica. So he's living with like in a hut, and he's trying to stop these people from getting oil or something like that. I thought that was bad. That was really bad. This one I bought because I like these documentary type of DVDs, and I have a, as of yet, incomplete Disney collection going. But I saw this and I wanted to buy it. I actually bought this on a flea market, as well as the Steven Seagal ones. But this is Walt, the Man Behind the Myth, and it's a documentary about Walt Disney. And a lot of people, don't like the Disney company because I remember a lot of people arguing that that Disney was bad because it makes this wonderful thing like people should just really believe and things will go their way, which they changed with Princess and the Frog. With Princess and the Frog, it was more like believe, but also work for your dreams. And the interpretation of princess is like a damsel in distress, just wait for a guy to come and save them. That's also changed. So Disney has adapted with the times, and right now they're getting a lot of heat because they're buying everything. They want to buy the world, especially with the big purchase of Fox. But it all started with Walt Disney. Walt Disney is the creator of Mickey Mouse and the whole Disney empire. So I wanted to. I know a little bit of Walt Disney. I remember they would do the reruns of Walt Disney's TV show where he would present himself in front of the people and showcase this is Disneyland and we're gonna have pirates, and he would explain pirates, or this is Little Mermaid, and he wasn't around when Little Mermaid, but it's an example. He would this is our new movie and it's gonna have this and it's really awesome, and so he was kind of also like a salesman, and Tom Hanks interpreted Walt Disney in Saving Mr. Banks. So yeah, this is interesting to see the man behind the myth. With it supposedly has family videos. It has interviews with people that knew Walt Disney. It has, clips from Walt Disney himself. So I'm looking forward to watching this one because personally, I think it's very interesting to learn more about these people that created something larger than life. And say what you will about Disney, he started that, and it's the biggest thing in the world. For my wife, I bought these two. She's a big Jane Austen fan, and I saw these, and I thought were really cool. They're like hardcover books, but they're actually TV shows from the BBC. So this is Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. It's a miniseries that came out in 2 discs. But again, I liked it for her because it looks like a book. And I also bought Jane Austen's Persuasion. This is a BBC movie. Not a miniseries, but a movie. So, yeah. Picked that for her. Again, hardcover. Looks like a book. I'm sure she'll love it. It's kind of weird that I keep going this, but a director that I like started really good, and then the quality of his films has also taken a dip. But he's still a funny guy. I follow him on Facebook, and he does usually live videos, and his stand-up is pretty cool. And I've been wanting to get the first part of this, but I came across the second one, and this is an Evening with Kevin Smith, Evening Harder. It's a 2-disc set with 2 of his stand-up concerts, one in Toronto, one in London. And Kevin Smith is a funny guy. Again, like Steven Seagal, like Adam Sandler, the quality of his work is hit or miss. But he's still a funny guy. He's an interesting guy to watch in his Facebook videos. So I want to get the first one, An Evening with Kevin Smith, and I wanted to get another one called Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. But I found this one finally, the 2-disc set. Super, super happy about that. And this one, I picked up a Blu-ray DVD combo set of Riddick. Now, I bought it because it said it was the unrated one, and I do remember I bought one at Walmart once before, but dumbass that I am, I double dip and I bought the same one. So I have 2 copies of Riddick. So yeah, that was weird. So I'll probably give this one away if someone wants it. This one I'm really happy I found also at a flea market. Been hunting for this movie because while I don't like the sport, oddly enough, I don't like video games based on the sport, and I don't like the sport itself. But I do like movies based on the sport, which is really weird. But this one in particular, I remember watching it when I was younger, and I liked it. And this is Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, and Corbin Burnson in Major League. If you haven't watched Major League, it's really funny. It's about this obnoxious lady that inherits a baseball team. What baseball team was it? The Cleveland Indians. And she wants to sell it over to, I think, Miami. And so she's like, okay, I'm going to make the crappiest baseball team ever so that, fans lose interest, and then I could sell it over to Miami. But it's an underdog tale where, they realize they're shitty, but then they come together, and then they actually reach all the way to the final. So it's really cool, really funny. I remember laughing my ass off with this movie. And this one in particular is a version I've never seen before. And I think it's really cool because it has grass here. It's just a slipcase. This is the cover. But I thought this was really, really cool. It has, this grass thing like it would do in the field. So, really funny movie. I highly recommend Major League. Also, a newer movie I picked up, Ex Machina. I didn't get to see, as is the case with a lot of movies that come out, didn't get to see this in the theater, but I've heard good things about this. Good special effects, and I love sci-fi movies. I love all kinds of movies, but sci-fi movies are really cool, so happy about that. Gotta catch them all, so I'm on this quest to own all the Pokemon movies, which again, like Steven Seagal, there's like a jillion of them, but this one is Pokemon Giratina and the Sky Warrior. So one more for the Pokemon collection. I bought this with Movie Freak Bazaar. So yeah, one more to the Pokemon movie. I have no idea how many Pokemon movies there are, but I got one more. To add to the Nick Cage collection, because I like Nick Cage. Nick Cage is one of my favorite actors. But just like Robin Williams, Stallone, Steven Seagal, he's like in everything. And ever since he's had financial problems, he has to work to get the paycheck so he can pay off the IRS. So he's like in anything they offer him, which is a shame, But even then, when he sees a project that he's interested in, he goes all out Nick Cage. And when it's just a paycheck, he's like, "Hey, I'm Nick Cage." Oh. But when he cares about it, "I'm Nick Cage, baby, yeah!" That's the Nick Cage I like. I like over the top, batshit crazy Nick Cage. Nick Cage in a bear punching a lady. That's the kind of Nick Cage I like. And this one, it's kind of like the middle point. But this is Nicolas Cage in Left Behind. It's a remake of Left Behind. The rapture comes, all the good people are, taken from the earth, and all the bad people, I guess, are left in the earth. And one of them is Nick Cage, so he can't be that good. But I like, I don't know, I like this, the face on this guy, like, oh my god, what kind of a movie am I in? Oh, save me from this turd. I don't know how he got away with that face. But, yeah, it's a rapture movie, and it's Nick Cage. I had to get it. To almost complete my James Bond collection, I picked up The Living Daylights. I've mentioned this before. Timothy Dalton is not my favorite James Bond, but I am going for 100% complete James Bond collection. And this was the last one I was missing, The Living Daylights. So now, if I can get Spectre, the newest James Bond one, I have 100% James Bond. So yeah, super happy about that. Sylvester Stallone is another one of my favorite actors, and I didn't have this one. Bought this from Movie Freak Bazaar, and this is Driven, where Stallone is a Formula 1 driver. So yeah, not that good, but still, it's Sylvester Stallone. I'm going for a as complete as I can get Nick Cage and Sylvester Stallone collection, as well as Jackie Chan and Robin Williams and Schwarzenegger. So we'll see if I can get that. Also picked up What's Eating Gilbert Grape from Movie Freak Bazaar with Johnny Depp and a young Leonardo DiCaprio. The back. Also picked up Avatar: The Last Airbender Book 3, Fire, Volume 2. There's not that many Avatar DVDs. There's only 3 books with like 3 chapters each. Volume 3 is the one that ends the whole Avatar thing. So hopefully I can get that one because Avatar is really cool. It's a really cool cartoon. It has some really cool animation, really amazing characters, good stories. It's just a lot of fun, and it really gets you. Some moments really get you in Avatar. So I want to collect the whole series. Don't know about Legend of Korra, but Avatar is really cool. And the last one I got to add to the Disney collection, I completely forgot that this actually existed. It wasn't even on my wish list. That's how forgettable I guess the movie is. But I came across it with Movie Freak Bazaar, and it's a Disney movie. It's a Disney movie, so I picked it up. It actually released theatrically once I remembered about the movie, but that goes to show how forgettable this movie is that I just could not remember it for the life of me. But this is The Wild. Kind of like a Madagascar ripoff, even though I can't for the life of me tell you which one came out first. But it's about these zoo animals that escape because they want to save the son of the lion. And that's as far as I remember from the trailer. I don't think I've even ever seen this one. But it's an animated Disney movie, and I'm a completist, and I need to get 100% on stuff. Because that's how I roll. Okay, so, like I said, for me anyway, it was a short video, a short haul. Didn't get that many movies, at least compared to what I usually get. When I usually get stuff. I'll go back and watch some of my older videos that last like 50 minutes of me talking about movies, because I love movies. So yeah, I try to recommend the best out of the haul, so I'm going to go with Major League. A lot of fun, good baseball movie. Not as raunchy as something that might have released in the 80s. Well, this is actually released in 89. So it was between the raunchiness of the 80s and the cynical stuff of the 90s. It's like that middle ground, but it's really cool. I can genuinely recommend, Major League before Charlie Sheen lost his brain and went batshit crazy with tiger blood and stuff like that. So definitely recommend Major League. Give it a watch. It's a lot of fun, and I laugh my ass off every time I get to see it. So I'll recommend that one. Okay, that was the movie pickup video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Try to keep it as short as I possibly can. But until I see you all again, this was Vargas in the Vargas Vault. Thanking all of my friends that keep watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing, leaving a comment. I appreciate it. And until I see you all later, I'll come up with new stuff. Bye.